Welcome. I'm Jasmine with another episode of Scope. The national government is passionate about the establishment of the Special Economic Zone concept as a development tool and a way forward to advance provinces and the country. As the take on SEZ is gaining popularity among government leaders, PNG's pilot SEZ project, Ihu Special Economic Zone in Gulf Province, is making a breakthrough slowly but surely.
In a developing economy like Papua New Guinea, advancing the Special Economic Zone concept is important. The government says the concept is internationally proven successful and there is no reason why it will not work for Papua New Guinea. The government in recent months have stressed on the need for ISEZ establishments in provinces, with learnings taken from Asian economies like China, Japan, Philippines and the rest of Asia. ISEZ is firmly rooted not only for a single project like the Ihu Special Economic Zone, but 18 other ISEZ identified and listed for evaluation by the Japanese Development Institute. JDI's recent visit to the country is a plus for the development of the PNG ISEZ roadmap. The Ihu Special Economic Zone project is currently undergoing Phase 2 after going through the hard yards. ISEZ Project Director Peter Kengema remains positive. We at the project office are very grateful that a small idea is growing into a full-scale program for the country, with major aspects of Phase 1 being covered. As a pioneer project, the Ihu ISEZ office understands fully the hurdles and challenges that lies ahead. If we can succeed with 20 to 30% of the 18 listed, that will be a success story for a country like PNG. Ihu ISEZ has done its fair share on marketing and promotion in Australia, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Philippines and China. The ISEZ office have tested the appetite for investors both locally and internationally and have a fair idea on how they can progress their project. With creation of the new ministry under Richard Maro, the ISEZ office knows that a better vehicle is now in place to facilitate for ISEZ and remain encouraged by the government's decision. Activities at Ihu is progressing, with Phase 1 of project development complete and have showed satisfactory results. Phase 2 is underway. ISEZ project has entered Phase 2 of 4-phase project development schedule. Phase 1, development of the project concept. Phase 2 has started and one of the important components is to sign project development MOU agreements with potential development partners. 3 levels of agreements have been developed so far. Level 1 is bigger bilateral agreements with other countries. PNG has secured high-level discussions and commitments from China, who may become a foundational development partner sooner. Level 2 includes agreements between ISEZ project and major international corporations. ISEZ has already signed MOU with 3 major Chinese state-owned companies. Level 3 includes agreements between ISEZ project and PNG companies. These agreements are critical as these partners shall provide the technical, commercial, financial and other relevant advice, expertise and assistance to move the project forward. Key programs have progressed in the local communities under Phase 2. This includes SME and land mobilization, which are key components. Tony Ovita outlines what ISEZ has done so far in Ihu on land mobilization.
The purpose of the land mobilization program is to identify those clans, the amount of land they have, the number of people they have in each clan, and where we can place our facilities. If we place our facilities in an area where there is the clan has a small amount of land, but a huge number of people living in there, a large number of people living in there, then it will definitely impact them in the long run. There may be areas of where people use for their sacred grounds or for their hunting areas, so that are essential to their livelihoods. So essentially, ISEZ does not want to resettle anybody or impact on anyone's normal way of living. So in identifying where the amount of land that they have, then it will help us to make a decision on where to place our infrastructure and how much land we're going to use for certain infrastructures.
Locals must remain educated about their surroundings, and business engagements is an integral part of the SEZ concept one must involved in. Team leader SME Michael Okave shares about the SME activities and community projects covered at the project site.
I'll say this, in terms of other projects that are also coming in that space, Vanilla is one of those we have captured so far, and other NGO and churches have also gone into. I must, on this place, must say that the Adventist Church has actually gone into Vanilla, and this is a bonus for us. We'll be looking at working with them in the near future, so that we can be able to, in some ways, partner with them, so get our people to the space of Vanilla activities. On cocoa itself, because cocoa currently is the forefront of those activities across Vailala, and we have seen a lot of change in that space already. So a lot of people that are living within the fringes of Vailala River has gone into the space, working together, and that has given us the opportunity, and also the local people venturing into that space now. We're not forgetting other activities such as low-hanging fruits. May I say this? When I'm talking about the low-hanging fruits, something that is within our vicinity. There's sago, there is fish, there is coconuts there. We need to capture that opportunity for our people to be engaged in those activities. So we can be able to put our people in that precinct, so that when the bigger space of ISEZ activity coming into that, our people are now fully versed to business activities. So they can migrate from where they are and then go into the change that is happening. For that, we are so grateful that in terms of SME now, since covering most of those areas, we also find that there is also a need. There is also a need for people, they want to still go into that the next phase of training, and that gives ISEZ an opportunity to look into that space now for us to progress.
The ISEZ activities are concentrated around the Vailala, Popo and Orokolo areas and will eventually spread across to Baimuru and Kikori. More consultation and engagements with locals is important for the project's development. At the end of February, 10 community liaison officers were engaged to help roll out land mobilization and other community-related programs as ears and eyes of the project.
This is a project law Ihu, where Ihu Special Economic Zone is working. This is a project and by established for start years. Land mobilization and take place. That's the time where one our clan by identifying ground loan, registering ILG's loan, but it's still on the process for some studies to by making where fundings are available. So we appeal all Gal province for people of Ihu, especially you step out the city or one map, you must come supporting Mitla. The building of this project.
Ihu, a laid-back area in the Gulf province, sees the SEZ concept as the answer to development of basic services and welcomes the project, but with many expectations.
When we come back, Ms. Tatana makes an impression in the 2023 Hiri Hanenamo, with little support and a big passion to promote her cultural heritage. Lilly Henry finishes as first runner-up. The experience has given this confident young lady courage and a firmer platform to keep reaching for newer heights. 49th Hiri Moale Festival was somewhat the highlight for early 2023, ending with the Hiri Hanenamo contest. More than a crown and more than a contest itself, the young women who stood for the 2023 contest have built an unbreakable sister bond. I had a chance to speak with Lilly Henry, the first runner-up of the Hiri Hanenamo of the contest. Miss Tatana was the youngest and also the boldest. She shares her emotional roller coaster experience. She possessed enough confidence that would surely inspire more young women of Motu-Koita and Papua New Guinea to reach higher in any capacity.
First runner-up 2023 Hiri Hanenamo goes to Tatana Hanenamo, Miss Lilly Henry.
My name is Lilly Henry. I'm 20 years of age and I'm from mixed parentage. My mom is from Tasman Island. My dad is from Milne Bay and Koyari, Tatana.
Lilly Henry recently contested the Hiri Hanenamo 2023 as Miss Tatana. She was first runner-up. She was the youngest, but her confidence stood out from the get-go. We had the opportunity to sit with Miss Tatana and learn a little more about her and where she drew inspiration from to contest the Hiri Hanenamo.
I completed my grade 12 in Tatana Primary School, and I was selected to Jubilee Catholic Secondary School to do my grade 9 and 10. So I completed my 9 and 10 and I went to grade 11 and 12. So when I went to grade 11, I started telling myself that I'll be one of the Hanenamos in 2023. I told everyone, my family, I said, I'm going to be one of the Hanenamos.
Hanenamo event wasn't something Lilly attended nor watched while growing up, even though her bloodline is from Tauna of the Tatana Lagatoi.
My great ancestor was the Tauna of Tatana's Lagatoi. And as I was growing up, I started dancing with my aunt, my uncle, Arahanamo Paiva. He's my inspiration. He inspired me to be a Hanenamo.
Her cousin Abraham Mavediba became her chaperone and encouraged her to contest as Miss Tatana.
During the Hiri trade, Tatana was one of the only 2 Motuan villages that traded Ayava during the Hiri trade.
And who's the person that taught you all this? Was this from your grandfather or?
No, my grandfather doesn't know all this. It was my big brother, Abraham Mavediba. He did research and he taught me all these things. Even though I'm not full Tatana, I'm mixed, but I had the courage to represent my village. You know, everyone underestimated me because I'm not full Tatana. But I did this with pride, and I love my culture. That's why I went out and I represented my village. And I'll never forget what my aunt told me. She said, you're the youngest and you're representing your culture. You have to bring back something for your village. And I said, I'll do it. I cried and I did it.
Your designs and the traditional attire and everything.
It's a very sad story. I asked my aunts to come and help me because I don't know how to sway. None of them turn up. I did it on my own. I asked my uncle to, sing and I'll just dance around. I did it.
So you were self-taught? You taught yourself how to?
I taught myself, and it's like a test. I told myself that I'll prove everyone wrong. I wanted my grandfather to witness everything.
And emotional Lilly told us how she did all that with the help of a few. It was all she needed.
My traditional attire is from Bonanamo people. One of my aunts got married to one of the Bonanamo guys.
Oh, okay.
So they assisted me with the traditional attires. And the tattoo is from Tatana. Uncle Hanenamo, his daughter, Ronnie Hanenamo, he assisted me with the tattoos.
And your grasket, who made your grasket?
It's from Kabadi.
Lilly proved many wrong. When asked why she thought the judges selected her as the runner-up Hanenamo,
I think it's because of my confidence.
Okay.
Not because of that sway. Everyone can sway. It's just my confidence. I can't believe that I'm the runner-up because after all, everyone underestimated me, but I took it as a challenge, and I'm so grateful for it.
you're encouraging a lot of young women out there. What's your message to them as well?
My advice to young girls out there who wants to join is to be yourself, focus on the important reason why you're taking part, and remember that your Hiri tradition should not be something superficial or short-term, but rather it should be a lifetime passion.
Lilly aspires to study at the International Training Institute for Certificate 1 in Human Resource Management. Lilly will also be working with steamships as part of the winning package for the Hanenamo contest. She is encouraging Motu girls to pursue education, join the contest if they wish, and preserve the Hiri culture.
I am passionate about motivating fellow peers, especially girls and boys, to at least achieve something in their life.
Lilly's relationship with the Hanenamo sisters was recognized during the contest, a bond of a sisterhood that's surely unbreakable.
We're all friendly. Whether we win or we lose, there's only one crown, but we are all sisters. Of course, it's a competition, but we treat each other like sisters.
And in closing a great achievement at the end of the Hanenamo, her welcome into Tatana village was something she didn't expect.
They welcomed me like a queen. I couldn't believe it. I didn't expect that to happen because after all, no one helped me. But when I got the runner-up, everyone welcomed me like a queen, the whole village.
As we exit Lilly's home, we meet her father, Paul. He greeted us with a warm smile and shared his thoughts about his daughter's achievement.
As a parent, I was really surprised. I didn't expect her to win, but I was really surprised and so happy because she won.
Thank you very much. Lilly, who has earned her place as a cultural ambassador for the Motu-Koita people, looks forward to supporting her community as best as she can. After the break, Minyamya still longs for basic services. Its women speak out on the challenges. Papua New Guineans in remote areas struggle to access basic services like education, health, and justice. Women in the rugged district of Minyamya in Moorbe province walk for more than 2 days to give birth, while those who cannot go any further die along the bush tracks.
The mountainous district of Minyamya in Moorbe province is yet to feel its government's presence. Mother of 3, Hiri Henry, lives at Kapau Rural LLG's Ward 5 in Motu-Koita, where a nearby health center is 2 to 3 days away, while the nearest primary school is hours away at Ward 4. There is no aid post, no road, and no police station. Locals, especially pregnant women, are forced to walk for hours to reach the main track that is used by vehicles. From there, They pay 30 to 35 kina PNB fare to go to Bulolo district. Henry said most times mothers who miscarry aboard the vehicles are charged 300 kina to 500 kina.
Mi plaza kolom Bulolo, mi plaza lo place mi plaza no ka local, mi plaza stalom bus. All beginning area all no sakare beginning go there all sa mi plaza pani mati. Na all so pasa on big man sa leyin so pa na o sa pokisen na.
Sambatan sopa no kam?
Sambatan sopa no kam em wasandai. Na no ka local na hatlo mi plaza ngolo ausi. No ka dead boss. Na mi plaza Nasa kisima la sen mi plaza sikta sen mi plaza stapo sen. Mi plaza pani bus wala bro mi plaza green na sta. Mi plaza ken mi plaza wakapot kam. Sidi plolot kal ken mi plaza kal nangolom bulolo le mi plaza nekas.
So this line you got all narap la what one time?
Yeah, one time. One plolota sol na line lotam blo. Na ha what's a mekosi.
Recently at Tutumang House, the new Menyamia MP, Solen Loifa, voiced his people's frustrations and stressed that road links are crucial to development.
If you talk about money in raising internal revenue, money stop land normal merino place here. Coffee all growing na stop here, cacao and stop in child place here. How by mixing traditional coffee come on child? How by mixing cacao come in child, cacao come in child, na come no lane or basani. You will not believe road go many of you will not believe good road go Finchaben, go Kaboom. Road and Bagara be extended, maybe you working money. Wait, look, see money, the working money child of country and road and lifeline there. Wait, the working money child of province and road and lifeline there. Market no lazy there. And Highland child walk look, carry cabbage come down, the carry cargo come down, the people walk again, upside stuff. Kumuna kabubla menyami am still pulawin lo mountain ne mo frosting lo mountain stuff na ikit of working money here. How about man very working money? Time you open him road and maxim kago kamo check cabbage lo menyamnya cabbage lo Finchaben cabbage lo tawai sia bakari kam normal very bagati money lo pocket. If you work lo depend lo island chaiwe manual kari kam normal sali kago kumiyam go back and lo place lole. Money no stop in China, money no stop in China Morobe. Money no go to Finchaben, money no go to Bulolo, money no go to Wawaria. So, Governor, through your chairman, on man very medium road, good road, not Bagari, Bagan, or Kamochay. Namito, thank you, Governor, no put him. Big money was a 5 million. No support him on one district. First time, you know, Hiri Moale provincial governments are supporting all district or this kind of money. And first time. Suppose you not PEC member, you are looking maybe you not looking, but now we first time we come in China. Me no Hiri Moale province and supporting the meet of thank you governor or this kind of support.
And that ends Scope this evening. A kind reminder to apply the following simple measures to prevent the transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water. Cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you're feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Thank you for your company. Bye for now.